Today, I'd like to review a book titled I Sold My Life for 10,000 Yen Per Year. I Sold My Life for 10,000 Yen is a short read about a man in his 20s at the brink of bankruptcy. He goes to sell his prized CDs and books in two different shops. Both shop owners realize the man is poor and tells him that there's a place nearby town where he can sell his lifespan for money. One of the many interesting concepts about this book is that the cost of someone's lifespan is not a set amount. The cost of someone's lifespan does not equate to how much money you make in that lifespan, but actually depending on how happy your life will be, or how happy you'll make others, how many dreams and goals you've achieved, and your worth and impact to society determines the price of your lifespan. Realizing how ridiculously cheap his lifespan is, the man reflects upon his life and tries to tie loose ends together. He calls friends he hasn't seen for years and have neglected, only to find himself all alone in his last few months to live. He tries to get back into old hobbies that used to make him excited and happy but gave up a long time ago, only to find himself to have lost the talent he once had. He knows that he is unmotivated to do anything and has lost all ambition he had in his hobby. In a desperate attempt to find value in his last days, he goes to various places to see if he can gain at least a little bit of happiness. People who've enjoyed the book They Both Die at the End might also like the story as they have similar concepts for the plot and conflict, the conflict being the idea of knowing when you will die. However, the characters are different enough to make the story fresh as they react differently to their situations, which makes it feel like these two books are not a copy of one another. Overall, this book would be a pretty good fit for people who enjoy stories where characters go through their darkest hours, and also for people who like bittersweet endings. Personally, I like this book because it brings up morality questions we've heard before. The thought of how much our lives cost and if one person's life has more value than others. We were of course taught that each life has equal value and no one's life is more important than another, but is that really true? I also enjoy the character development or the changes the main character goes through in the pursuit of happiness, how he reflects back on his life, thinking if he overvalued himself when he was young. Thinking back if he was too ambitious or too hopeful for what turned out to be a hopeless future. Reflecting on how he always hoped for a better tomorrow as if the world would suddenly be nice to him. Thinking back about wanting close friends and having skill in the hobby even though he did nothing to deserve them. And thinking back on how he thought that just because he went through failure, he could suddenly attain success. I like dark and morbid topics such as these, and I find the author's view on how much a person's life has value interesting as well as the message scattered and hidden throughout the story.